grow a pair, suck it up, stop being a b. Is that really helping, guys? Does that make you feel better? 25% of construction workers that were surveyed have been diagnosed with a mental health illness. 30% of construction workers in the U.S. experience psychological distress. 70% of construction professionals in the U.S. reported suffering from stress, anxiety, and depression due to construction projects. Those are the numbers, but what are the issues driving these things? You look at the way the industry operates, it's high stress, man. There's a lot of stress involved. And rightly so. What I'm seeing more and more of, though, is unreasonable demands on the industry, specifically from construction owner types, because they're making a business decision to take on a job in a lot of cases, and then they're figuring out how to do it. But that figuring out how to do it is just putting stress on the project team, the construction manager, down to the project manager, down through the PCs, and eventually down to the people doing the nuts and bolts. And the volume of workers gets greater the further down the pyramid you go. So the more people it impacts. We talked about the stigma. We value strength and toughness. Be a tough guy. On a lot of my posts, I see grow a pair, suck it up, stop being a b. Is that really helping, guys? Does that make you feel better? What are you hiding, or what are you overcompensating for by having comments like that? You know what I feel like with guys like, I feel like if I see one of them in public, you know what I would do?
Give him a hug.
I would give him a hug. I give him a hug and be like, buddy, I appreciate the way you operate, and it's what the industry needed and what it needs at times, but you don't need to do this anymore. And it's like, you know, Good Will Hunting, you know that movie? When the big scene is like, it's not your fault. And he says, yeah, I know. He goes, it's not your fault. And he keeps pushing this point until it finally sinks in. We don't need to do this anymore, guys. And we can't continue doing it the way we're doing. Isolation's a huge one. Look at the way the construction industry is set up. There's a head office, and there's a bunch of sites all over the country, all over the world. And when you're on a site, it's like an island. Because I've been there, and you're attached by a tether to head office because you do billing and you do change and whatever. But ultimately, you're on your own. And a lot of times you don't get the support you need because they don't have the people, or they're busy putting out fires elsewhere. So there's a sense of isolation. And I think that gets more and more as you go down the food chain as well.